June 24th. The primary aviation concerns today are severe thunderstorms across portions of the high plains and central United States, persistent heat across the west and southern tier, and scattered convective delays along several major inland routes. The most operationally significant weather sits from eastern Colorado and western Nebraska into Kansas and parts of the Midwest where a frontal boundary interacting with deep instability and stronger upper level flow will support organized thunderstorm development. Crews operating through Denver, Kansas City, Chicago, and surrounding airspace should anticipate route adjustments around convection, localized turbulence, and periods of reduced arrival efficiency. Across the West Coast, a strong upper ridge remains the dominant feature. Los Angeles, San Diego, Phoenix, Las Vegas, and much of the desert Southwest remain under hot, stable air with widespread VFR conditions, though the stability comes with increasing density, altitude concerns, elevated engine temperatures, and pockets of mechanical turbulence near terrain. Farther north from the Great Basin into Utah, Idaho, and portions of Nevada, a modest influx of moisture around the northern edge of the ridge supports isolated afternoon thunderstorms, particularly near higher terrain, where localized outflow winds may become a greater operational concern than precipitation itself. Across the Rockies, terrain-driven convection will develop through the afternoon from northern New Mexico into Colorado and Wyoming, creating localized turbulence, mountain obscuration near stronger cells, and occasional reroutes through common crossing points. Moving east into the plains, the most active weather corridor develops along a stalled frontal zone extending from the high plains toward the upper Midwest. Strong heating south of the boundary and cooler air to the north continue to sharpen the contrast, supporting thunderstorms capable of large hail, strong wind gusts, and brief but significant disruptions to terminal operations. Chicago, Minneapolis, Kansas City, Omaha, and nearby routes remain the primary focus for convective impacts. Across the Midwest and Great Lakes, scattered showers and thunderstorms continue near the frontal zone while cooler Canadian air filters south behind it, producing a broad transition zone of changing ceilings, shifting winds, and occasional precipitation. In the Northeast, improving conditions follow an earlier frontal passage with much of the New York, Boston, Philadelphia, and Washington corridor seeing comparatively quieter weather and favorable flight conditions today. Across the southeast, abundant moisture remains in place from the Gulf Coast through Florida and the Carolinas. Expect the typical pattern of scattered afternoon thunderstorms developing along sea breeze boundaries and areas of low-level convergence, producing localized delays around Atlanta, Orlando, Tampa, Miami, Charlotte, and Jacksonville. The strongest cells will be capable of brief IFR visibility, gusty outflow winds, and temporary ground stop type impacts despite otherwise favorable conditions between storms. That's the national aviation weather picture for today. If this briefing helps your flight planning, consider subscribing for the daily operational outlook. Have the best flight, and we'll see you tomorrow.